Last video we talked about fixing the 61 car. So we're going to show you a little bit of how we're going to start the process. You know, we talked a little bit about removing the broken pieces. Right now the car is not quite on the bench, as you can see, and we have the new bits that are going to go on the car, but it gives you a general idea of how this works, right? The car's damaged. We already cut the front pieces off, but we need to clean off and take off all the damaged parts. We haven't done that yet. And this is the new part that's going to go on, and you kind of see where it lines up. Once the car goes down onto the bench, it will locate exactly the points where it needs attached to the chassis. So in general, what will happen here later is we will remove these pieces off the bench, which are the new pieces. We will sit the chassis on the bench and proceed to start taking off, cutting off, grinding off all the damaged pieces. That's probably the longest part of the process. Like I said earlier, we are going to attempt to fix it. This car is pretty, quite damaged. So we'll see how that goes. Stay tuned. So it's pretty much the end of the week. It's Friday. We are getting ready to shut down the shop for the weekend. We had a really productive week. We had 3 days of dynoing. We dynoed the TC car. We did some dyno, very little bit of dyno on our street F55. We got the chassis, the damaged chassis, on the chassis bench. So in the next couple of weeks, we'll continue to fix that, attempt to fix that. It looks like we're starting to get a lot of our supplies for the race season. We got brake discs here, which we'll take out and assemble to the brake cats and have them ready for the entire season. It looks like Motul sent us some of our oil. I see this is engine oil. They provide us, they support us with, the 300V Motul 5W30, which, the Mini runs 5W30. We just use racing oil. This is available to anybody. So if you guys are, especially you guys that track your minis or, use your cars as race cars, it probably wouldn't hurt to run this. And then I expect that we'll get another pallet of gear oil. We also use Motul gear oil. And yeah, we'll take the weekend off and continue preparing for this season coming up. Have a great weekend, everybody.